With its stunning views, quaint villages, and fantastic beaches, it is no surprise that hundreds of thousands of people flock to Cornwall every year. However, if you want to experience the true magic of the area, you often need to explore far off the beaten track. When you do, you may happen on a place that for centuries has been famed for its miraculous cures and fortune-telling. Come with us deep into the woods to find Madron Holy Well. Outside of the village of Maddern, a few miles northwest of Penzance, there is a muddy, narrow path that takes you to a rather mystical area that is obvious as a site of much ceremony. After a short while, you happen across trees and bushes with many pieces of cloth tied to them. These items are called clooties and are a traditional custom at many healing wells. People with various physical conditions tear a rag from their clothing and tie it on a branch. The belief being that once the rag disintegrates, so their affliction will also disappear. If you want to try this for yourself, it is important you use a biodegradable material and not a modern synthetic one, or you may feel you end up being unwell for far longer than necessary. The Holy Well itself is about a quarter of a mile from this area, far deeper into incredibly boggy woodland. Enter at your own risk, and make sure you wear good boots. If you make it, you will find an area with some more clooties and other offerings around a spring. For centuries, the healing powers of this water have been venerated in the local area. One of the most well-known stories is that in the 17th century, a man named John Trelial, who was paralysed during his childhood, went to the well and bathed in it 3 times. He then rested on a nearby hill and shortly afterwards found himself miraculously cured and was able to take to his legs again. The tradition of entering the water here and receiving a cure for one's afflictions date back a long way, probably to pagan times, and people still come here to this day to receive healing from these waters. As well as their healing powers, this well also holds some fortune-telling properties. For centuries, unmarried women would make the journey to the well, usually around the festival of fertility Beltane. They would make a cross out of straw or grass, fastened with a pin, and drop it into the water. The number of bubbles that would then appear next to their offering would signify how many years it would be before they would be married. Along with many other ancient sites and traditions, when Christianity arrived in the area, the church attempted to claim this place and its powers as its own. A small baptistry was built close by in the 12th century, its font fed by the same water source as the Holy Well. In fact, the modern name of the well, St. Maddern's Holy Well, is named after a local hermit monk who used the healing powers of the water to perform many miracles. However, it is thought that St. Maddern may never have actually existed, but instead is a Christianized version of the Celtic mother goddess Madron. This was obviously intended to keep the local veneration of the mystical powers of the well, but tie it closer to Christian beliefs rather than the other pagan traditions. No matter what your belief, as long as you are not afraid of a bit of mud, why not visit this special place, make your own biodegradable offering, and see if you don't feel healed of your own afflictions.